It's about exposing the vulnerabilities women face.
But you are in a peculiar situation. You are pregnant.
Yes. I've told that point already. My family is a small family, and my father too is old man. He cannot work again. That's why I'm pregnant and I come here.
It's about being ready to speak out for our own rights.
We are saying that surrogacy unregulated is dangerous for our society. The authorities should get up and put regulations in place. Otherwise, we are putting our young women at risk.
We are always striving to reach the top, no matter what.
I was chosen not because I was a woman. I was chosen because when I went for the interview, I seemed to have everything that the Ghana Chamber of Mines wanted.
We are frank about who we are.
I deal with mostly women. Even though I deal with men, most of my clients are women. And you know, we women,
I don't know really.
And in today's world, we do have a say.
Actually, they're drunk. We do have a voice. With that voice, we can change the world. With that voice, we can take command of our broken communities.
Women's Voice, weekdays on GBC24 at 4 p.m. and on Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays on GTV at 4 p.m. Women's Voice, articulating the issues affecting women and sharing their unique stories with the rest of the world.
And welcome. Many thanks for joining us once again on this platform, Women's Voice, where we get to look at issues affecting women within our society and also sharing their unique stories with you, our audience. My name is Selikem, Acolatse, Apaloo. Thank you once again for joining us here today. You can send in your comments and your questions via 0245780116 if you have any. Today on the program, it's all about the teenage mother and entrepreneurship. Being a mother can be challenging. However, being a mother as a teenager comes with its unique set of challenges. But every day we see young women who have found themselves in this situation and are faced with making a living to survive, especially for the underprivileged mother. In some cases, the fathers of the children born to teen mothers are absentee fathers, leaving the burden of caring for the well-being of the child in the hands of a young woman who herself needs parenting and guidance as a teenager. Today on Women's Voice, we are looking at one significant way of helping the teenage mother obtain a sustainable income by starting a business as a means of earning a living and empowerment, as we discuss the teenage mother and entrepreneurship. I'm joined in the studio to my left by founder of Remodeling Early Mothers Initiative, a back-to-school program for teenage mothers in Ghana, Rhoda Doku. And she was an early mother who saw the need to help other mothers survive and empower themselves to aspire to greater heights, regardless of their situation. Today, we are joined also by Doris. She's an early mother who has 3 children, and she's looking forward to putting her life back in order as a single mother. Doris, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Rhoda, let me begin with you. How important is it for us to support women who become mothers at such an early stage?
Thank you very much, Selikem. You know, the issue of teenage motherhood, it's a very big challenge globally. But when it comes to Ghana, the issue of stigmatization is very strong because of our religious settings. It cuts across even with the Muslim and Christianity aspect. Now, it's very important for the teenage mother to have a vocation, because most of the times, majority of these girls are from broken homes. It's only a few that, you know, we would term it go astray along the line. So what happens to a young woman who is from a broken home and is already fending for herself. What does she do to fend for herself? We have most of these girls who are into prostitution today not because they want to. They are victims of circumstance because nobody is there to support them. So it's very important that somebody will guide them. Somebody will show concern. Somebody will be a beacon for them to lean on. Somebody will be a confidant. We have situations whereby she's already tagged as a bad girl.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to her. She does the least thing and somebody tells her, maybe she's been treated as if she's unwanted in a particular environment. So out of the pressure, such a person needs to find something she can do to make herself happy, and at the same time find a way of catering for the baby. Because sometimes you find these girls who want to learn a vocational or a trade, and the heads of the training, let's say the madams or whoever, will take from morning to evening, and these girls will not have to take care for their kids. So at the end of the day, these kids also go through psychological trauma because you don't know who's taking care of your child. The child has not eaten already. You, the mother, you're not bringing anything home. So whoever is supposed to take care of the child is already raining insults or doing that thing. So the person will not treat the child just the way you want to treat yours if you had the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
So you met Doris here through your program,
yes.
And Doris has 3 children,
twins and a boy.
Right. Doris, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Right, great. It's good to have you here. Tell us your story. How did you become a teenage mother? Ebanesena, who
actually now 20 years. Me mama o vota, me papa ni na vota. Ti me o me auntie chen. The way o si treat me niti. Mama kofa boy.
O kasadin kakra, Doris, kasadin kakra. Metie o say na o mama nete.
Me auntie.
Wo auntie nete.
Pacho.
And I didn't see it.
Pacho, they will treat me niti. Na me is baby cry as automamia. No say niska. Say mama kofa boy. Nsunyi semba.
Nsunyi semba no. Ena twins.
Pacho they be boy.
Oh boy. Okay, so here's a situation where Doris was living with an auntie, as she says, and then she wasn't being taken care of well. But Doris, what's saying? Who auntie no one share ye and accident? Now go school.
I'm your form 2. Me buka or niska registration crime. Me born a mom is kind of medical.
Okay, so she's saying, for our viewers who do not understand, can't get the picture, she had to sort of lean on someone else, the man.
Yeah, she had to go into an early relationship for survival. You know, the girl child is always vulnerable, but it's one thing that our society is really taking for granted. We feel that because she's of age, 20 years, she should know better. Meanwhile, the foundation is not there. Her parents are in the Volta region. She's living with an auntie who is not her biological mother. There are situations where you live with people and they take care of you just as theirs, but not all situations. So this is also another caution for mothers out there, for parents out there who leave their wards for other people, even close relatives. Because it's a situation whereby her books are not being catered for. So this should tell you that even her personal stuff as a young woman were not being taken care of. So she had no choice than to fall in for somebody who shows her favor. You understand?
Inti Doris, unyimi no, boy no, they no kai.
Pacho, me make us so mommy. No see ma'am. Make a fair because now Miss Susan make papa tia baby. To ma'am make a fair draw nina amba. And Beman cried Johnny. By children or somebody. say because of me say me yin sense now Johnny
nti oba e na wawo anase den
pachada be oba na me we
nti na ohwe wo omaska nti den esi
ohwe me mama we
okay
me we am so me mama buy
okay but who jai school
pacha
when to me and call back to school ade
mama you just payment me antes.
All right. So what she has just said, what exactly is she saying?
She's saying that you know, the boy had to run away because she attempted committing abortion, but later he came back, took care of her, and she gave birth, and her mom returned from the village to see her. So her highest level of education is JHS.
And that was where her education was truncated.
Yeah.
Doris, unya chance or person call school back to school. You want to go back to school if you get a chance?
But
Inti afede, but umani e 3. Inti metie. Then you see oh boy first one. Then you see
Mam many be manu bet 9. Me 3 years from me so mini na me ntafo me daba kuna miti radio and I'm say
Marudanka inti woni wo boy no woni ne wo ntafo no so na ohwemu so she's saying that she
after 3 years,
right.
you know, because she gave birth and she had nowhere to go, she's living with a guy. So automatically another pregnancy, you know, set in.
And this time
they were twins. So she had no choice than to give birth to them. So after these babies came out, you can imagine the pressure on the family. She's not working, the guy is working, but in terms of sustainability, there were a few challenges here and there. So it was during one of the radio programs that she gave me a call, and I invited her to come over. She came with the guy's mom with the twins, and I had to name the twins in my office. So one bears my name. They are Rhoda and Rhonda. Okay. And since then, I started, you know, giving her some sort of support, because after speaking with her for the first time, I realized that psychologically she was so down, because when the guy's mother was giving me the history about the baby, because she had wanted to end it all when that pregnancy came, but she felt, you know, she couldn't.
She wanted to kill herself.
From what the mother, she didn't say
she had given up on life.
Yeah, she was like, she had to talk to her. She had even wanted to abort it. She spoke to her several times. She wouldn't eat. She tried several other things, which I knew that was where she was, you know, getting to. But I didn't want her to feel so emotional about it. So we're like, hey, so what's the way forward? I mean, whatever has happened has happened, but what can we do to help such people? Because you could see from her speech, I see her as a very naive person. She's not too matured to handle a set of twins with a 3-year-old boy and a man. But because of the circumstances, because of the environment she finds herself in, she's pushed into something within her. If she had an option, she could do something out of it. So you could see that there were a lot of girls like her out there. One would ask, doesn't she know about family planning? Doesn't she know about other safety measures?
Yeah, but the question then is, if you are cohabiting with someone, is it a situation of cohabiting? Doris, only Bemano, Wawario, Wawario. In terms of that, what's he saying? Is he planning to marry you?
We home a bushing for a bit.
But why your engagement? That's a traditional marriage anyway, and that is marriage. So you are not married to him yet, but you are just cohabiting. But why is it that you couldn't, do any family planning or hold on? What exactly are your ambitions? Then up so yeah, when you are brabo like then up so yeah.
Family plan me slow and
okay, so she doesn't have enough education.
That is it.
About the family plan.
She doesn't have enough education. So I counseled her for almost a month or two because I kind of understand what she's going through. You could see that there's something really choking her, but she needs a shoulder, she needs a confidence she can open up to. So we've tried to do something which we are still working on, but after 3-4 months I decided to give her a vocation. So I invited her to the office. I said, look, we have a training, this is flexible, come 3 times in a week.
And what kind of training are we talking about? We're talking about startups, or we are talking about giving them vocational training so
vocational
that they
skills training.
Okay,
yeah.
so what exactly are we looking at?
Something like these. We have slippers with various designs. We come up with the beads. We have the ones that you could design with purse and bags.
So bead making,
bag making, purse making, but with different kinds of beads. I believe in packaging and marketing. So we're looking at a situation where we come up with something very quality. You could see most of these types on the market, but when you look at the type that we do, has a bit of a higher standard, because I'm looking at a situation where even if she can't market, we can market it on her behalf and put on a regular income. But every day when she comes, we give her money and make sure that she can feed well and take enough transportation home, because psychologically she's still going through the trauma. So this is one of the ways that I feel she can feel relaxed, because she's supposed to come 3 times in a week, but because of the incentive attached, she comes Monday to Friday.
Okay, Doris, into Sisiano, we share Sister Rhoda. Into how has the experience been like since you met her? Did you do this yourself?
Yes.
You were able to do this yourself? They are very beautiful.
Yes.
So you are better now. You are more grounded now.
She's still learning.
You are still learning.
Yes.
But what exactly do you want? What's your ambition? I'm interested in knowing what your ambition is. Then now, person when you are bravo, then now, like in future now. Say now we'll go school. And see, what are your plans towards that? You want to go back to school? You want to get into a profession? What do you want to do?
Okay. But I was there now. We share my road and day. See, mommy. Ejuma ngakanga kano. Nyame adum na se.
Me too.
Nyame adum na se. Ana mi wia. Nyame sanu edwuma ankasa metumi. Aye bibi. First I meet if I mean biam. And now I'm feeling happy by and married down many times when I made my worry, because in bed one mama need me feeling happy.
Right, so you're happier now. At least you're doing something with your skills. What do you, beyond this, what else is on your mind and heart to do? Is there something else? You want to go back to school? Is there something else? Okay. We need Johnny fine pa. Okay, yeah, so you're very good at cooking and you would love to pursue that as well. That's good. So what has your partner been saying about all this since you started trying to do something for yourself? Remember now you need to know. Then what can fa the away no home. They was starting no home.
But just in any gym. And I say catering is on coming
It's a person you juma. Senior be meet me a shen kwala no. So he's eager that you learn this and then get some support for the family. Rhoda, what kind of empowerment do you think that people like Doris need? Because she's communicating that she feels better about herself.
Yeah. There's a strategy I use when I'm, for instance, with her, looking at, when I met her for the first time with the kids were about 6 months old and they had not been named. So immediately we had to put 1 or 2.
Why were they not named?
Financial challenges, most of these men out there who impregnate people like Doris, most of them run away not because they don't want to cater for the kids. It's because of various reasons. They are not confident enough to face the challenge. So we don't only counsel females, we handle the men as well.
So you counsel the partner too? Yes,
I've not met him in person, but we've spoken on phone several times because I wanted to really understand the angle he was coming from before. When dealing with such cases, you have to be very careful to know where to go, where not to go, so you don't offend anybody. You need to respect their rights. Yeah, so she was the one I rather drew closer with the kids. And this is what I discovered. I realized that she was so much demoralized. So whenever she comes around me, all I say is motivational words. I go like, look, I've also been there before. I understand how you, but today look at me. I have my masters. I have this. Do you know I used to sell Gary? Do you know I used to sell slippers like this? I gave her the practical aspects of it. And one thing I did to her recently, I spoke to her about the 3 C's: building your character, your competence and capacity. Despite your level of education, you can be whoever you want to be. It depends on your mind and your focus. So I told her that, look, don't say that you're going through this situation, so you live your normal life. Don't listen to anybody. The kids have the right to live.
And you mean don't listen to anybody who would bring you down?
Who would bring you down? Anything that is negative around you, just ignore it and focus on one thing, and that is the vocational skills training we are giving. At first, we used to give her money, but when I realized, okay, 3-4 months is enough, let me give her vocation, including the money. So with these two, she will never be tempted to mess up elsewhere. Now, when she has this vocation and she starts making money, I can chip in and say, look, let this guy go and do the right thing, because he has a little, you also have a little. We are not promoting young marriages where people are not experienced, but look at the situation. She's lived with this guy since her auntie neglected her. And when I spoke to the guy, like, this was a young man who is willing to do something out of the situation. So I said, no, let's focus on her as the mother, because she's the mother. And with the 3 kids, psychologically, whenever you talk to her, she's down. Sometimes she just call me and you could tell that she wants to say something. But, she's a very shy person. And she just go like, oh, mommy, I'm checking on you. So immediately I say, oh, how are the kids? Everything okay? Oh, I'll send something to bring money. And then I know that she needs something. So now that we've brought her to the level that she needs to get to, we are hoping that she'll recover quickly and bounce back. And when she does that, when we see that where she's gotten to, she can, I'm happy she was talking about the kitchen, because I spoke to her about maximizing your potential. You can't do one thing. I told her, look, rich people today do not do one kind of job. They have different talents, but you should make sure that you master the one that is available. Then you add what you already know, because naturally she cooks well. So such a person, when you add a little polish to what she's doing, she's fine.
Right. So in terms of getting the capital for the startup, that's the challenge for most people who don't have the opportunity to be with Remodeling Early Mothers Initiative. How would it be being able to put resources together when already you don't have it?
Selikem, I'll tell you this. It's been very challenging for me, but I feel fulfilled.
How did you do it?
Outside Remodeling Early Mothers Initiative, I'm a communications consultant, and I consult for some organizations. I run my own radio talk show on Sunny FM as well. So whatever money I make out,